Hi there YouTube land, doing a video for you again, yet another one for you. I'm looking at mods for you really, this would be more for. What to buy as either a first mod, or you need a mod for a specific situation, say something you can keep in your car, or something you could, walk along vaping, it's not heavy, etc. Situations vary for different people. That's why I'm doing this video for you. I'll show you what I vape. This is normally my everyday machine. My Aspire Pegasus. I've had this for absolutely ages, and I love it to death because it does temp control and wattage mode very, very well. But let's say you want something a bit more pocket friendly. For that purpose, you will need something like this. Now this is the Sub-Vod, the original one, not the Sub-Vod Mega, which is a bigger version. This is the original Sub-Vod. Has an output of 28 watts, weighs 105 grams, which is nothing. Believe me, I carry this around a lot, and I do use this a lot as well when I'm going out and about. And that vape's fantastic for 28 watts. The only downside is the battery life's not awesome on it, about 4 hours, but I'll go over that with you as well. 1300 milliamp hour, so not a huge battery volume, if you will, but enough for a good 4 hours of vaping time out of it, quite happily, if you're hitting it really heavy. But if you're working, or the situation demands that you have something small and lightweight, this is a good everyday device to use, especially if you're working and you're going out for a vape break, when you have a coffee, or when you go out and get your dinner, tea, whatever. This is an ideal thing to carry around with you. Plus it's quite stealthy as well. I mean, you can hide it in your hand and just vape away on it. No real downsides to it. Like I say, it's very light, only 105 grams. It is the lightest weight device I've got. Like I say, I would compare that in usability terms in comparison to like a Vision Spinner 2, something like that, which is this sort of size. Yeah, so a really good device. Like I could say, because I ride a bicycle a lot, ride everywhere on the bike, this is a great thing to have. So it's easy to put in your pocket, easy to get out, And that's fantastic. Well, good enough battery life for me. Tank's easy to take apart, clean, good capacity on the tank as well. Good 3 hours vape, 2.5, 3 hours of vaping time out of the tank too. So say, you want something a little bit bigger than this, then you can go up to something like a single 18650 mod, which is something like this. It uses one 18650 battery, goes inside of it. It's got a recharge port on the front of it, and again, this would be ideal for at home, or it's a bit bigger, but it is still pocketable. You can still carry it around quite easy in your trouser pocket, in your jacket pocket, in your shirt pocket even. It might poke out top of it, but it is what it is. Good battery life again. This, well, I'll run it in temperature mode, and it is vape for a good 10 hours in temp mode, and an easy 6, maybe 7 hours in wattage mode. A bit heavier. I mean, this is, you're now talking 200 grams plus, but for the battery life and what you get out of it, this is more of an endurance device, if you will. And of course, this varies from 1 watt to 70 watt and 200 degrees Fahrenheit to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's got a massive range of adjustment in it, all done by the jog wheel that's up here. You adjust it up and down to your preference. Again, good anywhere from, like, you can even get yourself a Claramizer with an ego adapter and screw that onto it and vape away at 5, 6, 7 watts on it quite happily, and that'll battery last forever then, like 2-3 days at that sort of wattage. So say you want even more power, say you want this, I mean this is 70 watts max. Of course I've got my Smock M80. Now this is a dual 18650 device, so despite the fact that it has a power pack, it has two 18650 batteries linked together that are joined up inside of it to make one power pack, if you will. I mean this is maxed out on 80 at the moment because it's got my dripper on it. But weight wise, it's pretty equal. I mean, this has a circuit board in it with its accelerometer. The ends are a bit more thicker on the Pegasus, but relatively in weight wise, they're very, very similar. Not a lot of difference. It's only really when you compare the widths of them, if I can get that. As you can see there, well, the M80 is deeper, but it does hold two batteries. It holds 4,400 milliamp hour power. So that's what, this has got a 3,000 milliamp hour battery now at the moment. So this will beat, well, virtually any single 18650 batteries, like by Aspire or eFest, for example. I don't think they do batteries higher than 3,500. So for real endurance, this is a good mod. Again, the newer version of this, which is called the R80, and that you can buy as a complete kit, I think about £65. It comes with the new Smock tank as well, so that's a good device. This one does do temp control, arguably not very well. It's better for wattage, but well worth looking into. Like I say, they do this M80, the R80, and they do the R200, which is a 200 watt mod. So not really massive, quite wide though for what it is. Not massively heavy, maybe 230, 240 grams as a guess. Yeah, so the build quality of the Pegasus is better to me. You know, I use this all the time and I've dropped this and God knows what. But that is 10 watts more than this. And now the final thing, we'll go up to the bigger mod, dual 18650 with removable batteries. This is my iStick 100 watt. This is a monster. It does 100 watts. It's set to 90 watts at the moment with the TFE4 tank on it. Good mod. With this tank on it, and this battery is bloody heavy. It is 305 grams, I think, all in, like, so very weighty. I mean, you put it in your pocket and you move about a lot. Like I'd ride my bike out, I'd take it, stupid enough to take it out, it bangs about against your chest. Put it in your pocket, it does that against your thigh. It is a real chunky monster is what it is. But if you know, ideally, I mean, this going in the glove box of your side pockets on your car and your glove box, you know, fit it in your cup holder all day long. Don't really like riding my bike with it quite so much because of its weight and doing that with my wrist, or holding my wrist on my handlebars. Bit annoying, but not really the one I take with me. It tends to more stay at home sort of device. So there you go. If you're buying your first mod, consider the battery life, consider where you're going to use it for a good start off, consider whether you want temp control or if you're going to go borrow temp control, and of course consider the weight of it too. Those would be the four important factors, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and goodbye, and I will upload another one for you. Cheers.